Hi everyone, happy 2026 officially. I hope your New Year's is starting off good. Okay. So I thought about what I was going to do for these videos because they both had retro episodes. So for this one, I'm going to do what I want to see on Y&R for 2026. Now, okay. If you're part of my audience, you know I've been giving them a lot of flack lately because the storylines go on for way too long. Um, and also, if they have any kind of mystery element, it's kind of like gets revealed with a fizzle. So, two things I would change immediately. Could you quicken up the pace a little bit? And also, could you give me a better payoff when you do? Just say. Okay, now I like the way the couples are going because um I talked about this ad nauseum yesterday, but I like the way that Kate Fairbanks and Michael Grosade play off each other, so I enjoy the couple. I understand the backlash, and I understand that people are gonna be pissed off that they broke up Tessa and Mariah. Now, when it first happened, I was pissed off too. But I tried to roll with it and see how it was going to go. Now, if Michael Grosday and Kate Fairbanks couldn't pull it off, I'd say, why did you do this? But they can, so I'm going to roll with it. Okay, Lily and Kane. I don't know. Um, I have two minds about this because if you're nostalgic, it's great. You get to see another iteration of Kane and Lily. But I don't know. If they go back into lazy writing, it could get old really fast. And I just hope it doesn't do that. And also, which I didn't focus on yesterday, but I guess I should have. It kind of leaves Phyllis in the lurch here because now I was on the fence about this one because okay, I was all gung ho for Kane and Phyllis in the beginning because I thought, okay, they're kind of the same personality, only male and female, right? But then I was like, the one thing I was questioning was I said, okay, does Kane really like her, or is he just using her? And if he was using her, I'm not a fan of that. I never have been, I never will be, because I don't like when people use people to get whatever else they want, but they trample someone's feelings in the process. I'm not a fan of that. So I don't know what they're gonna do with Phyllis. Although Michelle Stafford can play anything, so if they do write her alone again, she'll come out okay. She might be pissed for I don't know, a couple days, a week. Only thing is, when Phyllis gets pissed off, I don't want to be in her orbit because she will tell you why she's pissed, and also she'll make you regret your decision. Trust me, I've seen it. So yeah. Okay. As for Kane, now he should be really happy and it should be smooth sailing from now on. Okay? But I caution you, don't get used to the smooth sailing because when it gets too smooth, they gotta have a bump. So be prepared for it. I'm just letting you guys know. I've seen it. Okay? You think, okay, they're all good, great. And then kaboom! So and also, you should know why. Because when it's smooth sailing, and I mean really smooth, it gets really boring. And then it's like you want something to happen because they're too happy. Now, okay, now I've talked about this before. Difference is in real life, real life, You want it to be smooth, okay? But in TV land, movie land, okay, now think about a movie that you like. Think about one of the reasons why you like it. I guarantee you, most of you would say, I like that part when they kind of like wasn't sure if they were going to get together because the anticipation builds and all the stuff. Okay, if you have smooth sailing, you don't have that. You just don't. So that's why they build in love triangles, problems, obstacles, all the things. On the other hand, I've seen many a couple who have a lot of problems, and you're like, could you please give them a break? Okay, like Claire and Kyle. Now, before I start this, I'm a fan of Claire and Holden, for one, but keep that aside. I'm talking about Kyle and Claire for a second because I'm trying to make a point here. Okay, now I just talked about how you need some obstacles in a relationship to make it work, to make it more enjoyable to view, right? But this couple had problems and things aplenty to the point where I'm like, could you just break them up? Because clearly you don't want these people together. Because it, first it was Victor didn't like him. Then it was Audra was always in the way. Then it was family tension with whoever. Then it was something else. Then it was just too many distractions. I was like, they were happy for like 2 minutes. And then they said, oh, they're too happy. We got to bust them up. Uh, okay. Um, okay. So since we're going down the couple lane, okay, Devon and Abby. Well, for this couple, I see some problems, not in the relationship, but because they are hardly ever on screen. I counted last year they were on screen together 2 times. 2 times for events for other people. That doesn't count as being on there. No. I mean, at that rate, they should put Brighton James and Melissa Ordway on recurring. They're not leads. They're definitely not supporting. They are recurring because if if they were leads, they would be on a lot more. If they were supporting, they would be on a little less than leads, but not as much. The way they have it is not the same thing. I'm telling you, it's not. Um, and it's sad because Devon should be a legacy character and should be treated as such. And then Melissa Ordway is a leading person too because she's part of the Newman family, for God's sake. But they never use her. I mean, she is the last Newman to know about what goes on in her family. It's asinine. So bring them back on, or just say they're going to China or something. I don't know. Uh, no disrespect to China. I just picked a country first thing out of my mouth. So you got to pick a lane. You have to pick a lane. Yeah. So let's see what else. Well, Billy and Sally. Okay, now I like them as a couple, but I don't know. Because well, Audra clearly doesn't like Billy, and the reason I say this is because Audra and Sally are best friends. Now, I'm gonna say something that might be slightly controversial, but I'm not trying to be. So, but usually it shouldn't matter what your friends think about your relationship. but more than often not, then it does matter. Because if you have a friend who hates your boyfriend or your girlfriend, it does put a strain on the relationship because every time you're around that friend, and if the person is your best friend, that means you're going to be around them a lot, right? So then every time you have to deal with the fact of like, oh, I don't like your boyfriend. Oh, why are you still with him? Every time. So I don't know. Um, I think that well, it depends on what they want to do because if they want to um pull Billy and Sally apart, they could do that. Okay. But then what are they going to do with Adam and Chelsea? Because if they were to restructure the couples again, they could put Adam and Sally back together and base it on they get back together because they have chemistry with each other than with Adam and Chelsea. Because yes, they have a kid together. I understand that. But Adam and Sally have chemistry that's off the page. So but then Billy, I don't know who they're gonna put with Billy. Because well, Billy is kind of like a woman who's been with every other guy, so I kind of feel like he's been with every woman he could possibly be with. So I don't know what they would do with a couple. For him to be in a couple, I don't. Because he's been with Phyllis. He was with Phyllis for a second. He was with uh, jeez, he was with Lily, but that fell apart. Um, he's been with everybody he could be with. That's not related to him. So I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah. But anyway, that's just a short overview. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, they should use Tracy more. Tracy Abbott, Beth Maitland. They should use her a lot more than they do. But maybe she doesn't want to be on the show that much. So I don't know. I don't know, like her status or whatever. I don't know. I was just thinking. Okay, bye everybody.